Hello everyone, and welcome back to Jesse Hecht Creative. Today we're going over an X-Men 5-pack of Stryfe, Pretty Boy, Random, Vertigo, and Zero from Marvel Legends. Before we begin, make sure to hit that like button and smash that subscribe button. Now let's get to it. Zero's head sculpt is pretty much normal, very flat, no nose or anything. I think it's new though, interestingly enough. There is a Zero on his head, and that's about it. We've seen this body sculpt before, actually. Yeah, it isn't really that great. There's a Zero over here as well, and nothing much. This is a very bland figure, worst of this set, and probably one I'll either get rid of or sell or something, or maybe just turn into Spot. Who knows, they might make him soon though. Zero comes with a pair of fists we've already seen before from other figures, most likely. A pair of karate chop hands we've seen before, most likely. Yawn. And he also comes with a Defender Doctor Strange portal in yellow with a little bit of black over here, splotches. It's really weird texture for the black, but pretty good for this color. Honestly, kind of a dud and not really my thing. He kind of looks cool in front of it, but yeah, just boring. Zero stands at about 6 1/4 inches tall or so, and his portal effect stands at about 6 3/4 inches tall. At least somewhat interesting, but not even on my radar at all, is Random. He is an interesting character. I like how he looks though. The glasses are pretty neat. The eyebrows are done well. The 5 o'clock shadow is pretty awesome actually. I love how that looks, and that frown is really nice. I like the bandana he has on, and the little curls over here are really great. You get a swivel over here. Back not only that far, forward pretty far on that. Good job on this. The body we've probably seen before. It has a crunch forward and back pretty good, with this really restraining it. The jacket looks pretty nice though. I like how that looks. He has a tattoo of a snake going around his bicep, looking awesome over here. Another tattoo of a heart with a lot of stuff and some barbed wire going around his arm. It's pretty awesome. Whatever this is, I don't know. It's very weird and really strange. Articulation is pretty solid on this though, working out pretty well for this body mold and sculpt and figure. Honestly, it's a lot of stuff we've probably seen before from other figures, but here it's made unique with the paint apps as well as sculpting opportunities. It looks very nice, no big hole in the back. But yeah, it's pretty cool. And the legs and belt are nice. The belt is pretty leather looking, I like that. And the texture on the pants is really great. I love these pieces too. They're really nicely done. For a figure I didn't even know anything about until I got this, really nice surprise. I love the new molding opportunities for this. The boots look really cool and have great texture on them. Get the splits and in and then up pretty far and back. All the way back for this, working out pretty nice over there. Get a swivel over here. A swivel down there at the boot, yes, and a down, and an up, and then a pivot. Uchupe goes on the feet. Very surprised. I was gonna sell him, but I might keep him. Pretty cool. Random stands at about 6 1/2, 6 3/4 inches tall or so. Stryfe is the headliner of the pack, and he does not disappoint. He's way better than the previous version that I previously sold and got rid of and reviewed a long time ago. I like how this one looks though. The head sculpt is really neat. Reminds me of the movie Metropolis a little bit, or like a building or a cityscape. Really neat. I love the 5 o'clock shadow on him also, of course, and he has some nice articulation here, going left and right with the fins really getting in the way a little bit, and back and forth very nicely as well. All in all, a good head sculpt. These are kind of probably too inwards. I have to probably heat them up and move them around, but it's a good head sculpt all in all. The body is upgraded, I believe, from the previous version. He has pinless joints now and a little bit broader shoulders. The spikes are really cool over here as well. Articulation's solid. We've seen things before like this. I do wish these pieces moved with that. It's kind of a shame. Does really hinder the articulation though, in a way. The pinless joints are fine. They work really well, and his hands are pretty solid with these grippy hands. Are great and look really cool. Do wish he had a sword though like last time. Articulation's nice on the chest too with that crunch, as well as the swivel over here. Pretty good for this guy. Strife's awesome. And coming down to the legs, he has cool shin fins as well as thigh spikes, as well as some blue on the middle, and we have some silver on the bottom. It's really nicely done. I like how it's like a medieval armor kind of thing. Looks super cool. The tunic down here is wonderful as well. You get out really far and in and up pretty nice. Really, whoa, hello there, and back. Really good on that, probably. You get some up this far, pretty okay. Doesn't really work as well as it probably should. There we go. That goes up pretty far. Swivel up here. No swivel down here, sadly. That's a shame. And then down and then up with that. And you get a pivot, kind of clicky, and two pegos on the feet. A very nice figure. The cape is really cool. Also, I gotta say, great texturing on that, as always, from Hasbro. Looks very nice. And this is probably the definitive Stryfe, but I wish he came with a sword. He has two fists, though, so I guess that's something. They're kind of marbly and weird. Why were these not grip hands? Stryfe stands at about 7 1/2, 7 1/4 inches tall or so. Vertigo's up next, and I love this head sculpt. The face expression is really nicely done. A hint of a smile there, and the eyes are really wide. I love how this all looks with the pixelation kind of paint. It's really nicely done. We also have on the back some really cool hair that's in a little bit of a tangle, looking great over there, but the face really sells it. You can swivel over here, up and down, pretty nice on that. Really shifty and weird, a little bit of pivot, and it's a great head sculpt for Vertigo. The body reminds me of like 1950s or 60s hippie aesthetic in a way. It's really cool and very nice, kind of melting into each other. Really awesome. You get a swivel over here as well with a back and forth, side to side pretty much. Arms go up and down and all the way around. You get a swivel over here, up this far, pretty nice on that, and down and swivel up and down. Not sure why this isn't a double though, and this one's pretty much the same. It looks really nice from the paint perspective, but articulation could use a little bit of work. The legs have that same pattern. They look really cool. Yeah, we have pinned joints, but whatever. I kind of like it though. Honestly, the paint really sells this figure. Going out and in, up and back, all the way back over here and down, swivel up here, none down here, down and up, and you get a pivot, a little bit of clicky, and 2 peg holes on the feet. The paint really sells it. If you like the paint, you're gonna love this figure. The head sculpt is really great also. She also comes with a pair of fists, but I would have preferred some kind of power effect. I don't know. It just looks cooler with power effects. Give us more power effects, Hasbro. As far as kit bashing goes, you can attach the Vertigo head to the Scarlet Witch body, as well as add the Figma Metroid Other M cannon to make this kit bash of the Justin Bailey Zero Suit Samus a really nicely done kit bash. I'm not sure who made it, but credit to them. It's really awesome and super cool. Vertigo stands at about 5 3/4, 6 inches taller, so. Hello everyone, and thank you so much for watching so far. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, leave a comment, and hit the bell icon for more creativity. Now let's get back to it. And finally, Pretty Boy. I totally see a Bruce Campbell likeness in here. This looks really awesome. Looks like Ash Williams in a way. The hair is really nice too, kind of a mullet thing. The ears are good too as well. I love the cocky expression on the face. It looks really wonderful. The eyes are good too with the blue. The mouth looks really nice as well. It's really nicely articulated too, pretty much. It's on dumbbell all the way around. It's really great. I like it. Even this sort of flesh thing down here could use a little bit of red. That would have been cool, but there are parts poking out from underneath. So that's nice to see. I really wish this was a regular robot body without the head. Just robot parts would be awesome. They really need to use this for some kind of cool drone. It looks amazing. Each little piece is great. The rivets are awesome on here too. The patching everywhere as well. The wiring on the middle of the torso, as well as some red and green wires. Pretty cool. You did diffuse something over there? I'm not sure. Articulation is really unique for this figure. This is a whole new sculpt. I really hope they reuse this somehow and make a kind of weird drone figure, I hope. Articulation is pretty solid. Nice twists and swivels everywhere. Back and forth on here looks nice. There's even some paint on the underside over here. Yeah, really nice, going all the way around. Get some swivel down here. Somewhat swivel up here, kind of, but you want to just use the waist for that. It's all good fun and just a great body for this figure. The legs are where I have my sticking point, though. They do kind of revert to the center and kind of like clack together. That's kind of a bummer. You have to kind of push them out forcefully a little bit, going out really far and in really far. He doesn't have drop down hips, unfortunately. There is a swivel up here and all the way up pretty far on that, looking really good. You also get it down and then up and then a pivot over here. There is no swivel down here. They could have put it over there with 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. With 2 peg holes at the bottom of the feet. I do like how the legs look, by the way. There are nice pieces. It reminds me of that IG-88 droid from Star Wars a little bit in full. I just wish we had a full droid instead of this guy. Don't get me wrong. I like how it looks, but I wish we just had a full robot for the Avengers to fight or something. That'd be cool. He comes with 2 fists that look really good and have nice articulation with swivels and hinges over here. He comes with 2 trigger finger hands that are pretty nice and also have the right articulation of the swivel and then the sort of up and down kind of thing. Brand new figure, so it doesn't work that well. There we go. There it goes. Cool. And on both of them, you get that up and down trigger finger kind of articulation, and it looks really nice and works really good. He comes with 2 blasters that look pretty cool. We've seen them from figures like the Winter Soldier re-release. They're pretty nice, but I think this one's better. Shorter, easier to put in the hands. He also comes with a green blast for these. I love these. I can use them for something. They look really cool. And he also comes with green smoke effects we've seen from these. They're very nice. I'm not sure where I'm going to use them though, but they look pretty cool with Pretty Boy. To compensate for lack of effects, I gave Pretty Boy's smoke effects to Vertigo, and they look pretty cool within her fingers. Very nice. Pretty Boy stands at about 6 1/4, 6.5 inches taller, so. And here's the X-Men 5-pack all together. I like this set, and they look really cool next to each other. They're all really unique in their own special ways. And here's my ranking for all of these. 0, then Vertigo, then Stryfe, then Random, then Pretty Boy. I did not expect to like Random as much as I did. did, and I expected to like Vertigo more than I did, but Stryfe is pretty much in the middle, 0 being the worst, and I knew I'd love Pretty Boy. Overall, X means 10 in this 5-pack. 0's pretty much a dud. I got him because he was in this 5-pack, but really, he could be kit bashed or changing the spot or just sold off. I did not expect to like Random as much as I did. He's a super cool figure and looks really nice. Yeah, his arm is weird, but hey, weird is pretty random, isn't it? Stryfe is awesome. I love how he looks. He's a great upgrade from the previous, and even though he doesn't have a sword, he still looks really cool. Aside from the paint scheme and head sculpt, Vertigo is kind of a dud. She's a nice looking figure, however, I'm just not a big fan of the lack of articulation and accessories. Pretty Boy is an awesome figure. I really love the unique sculpt and articulation scheme, even if it does take a hit at the legs. I do like the head sculpt as well. It's great for kit bashing, and the accessories are plentiful and really cool. If you're a fan of Marvel or the X-Men, you'll love these figures, but if not, I would get Pretty Boy, Random, and Stryfe. They're all really great. But make no mistake, this X-Men 5-pack is an X-Win 5-pack. So which figure here is your favorite? Stryfe, Pretty Boy, Vertigo, Random, or 0? Let me know in the comments below. Thank you so much for watching Jesse Hecht Creative. Make sure to click like, subscribe, share, and leave a comment. You can also visit us at jessehechtcreative.com for more reviews like this one. Thank you so much for watching, and keep being creative. Stay tuned.